Hey guys, welcome back to another gaming news video here on the channel. Today we got our first look at PlayStation VR2, the whole headset, the controllers, and all that great stuff. We also got Elden Ring global release times. We got some numbers regarding Horizon Forbidden West, and we also got some numbers regarding Guardians of the Galaxy, the game from Square Enix. So welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. If you guys do enjoy this one, do me a favor, leave it a like. It helps out the channel a bunch. If you guys want to stick around for more content and you're not already, also be sure to subscribe so you guys never miss any future content. If you don't enjoy the content though, do let me know why in the comments so I can improve the content in the future. Okay, let's just jump straight into it. Also, quick little kind of announcement. I will be covering Destiny 2's Witch Queen on the channel, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be starting a little bit later today and in the coming days and whatnot. So we're going to be playing through the campaign, going to do a let's play kind of recorded series there, and then I'll be streaming other stuff, and once the raid comes out, I'll be streaming that. So if you guys are into Destiny content, stick around for that. Otherwise, we do gaming news almost every single day of the week, at least the weekdays, and you know, on the weekends too, when there's bigger news to talk about. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's jump into the first thing. So let's go ahead and throw it up on screen. You guys can see the Elden Ring global release times. Now, it is worth noting that with some of the other games that have come out recently, they have released on PC earlier, and that's just to do with, you know, consoles, I guess, I guess it's just some kind of internal system thing with the you know, console stores and whatnot. But you can see, for example, on the East Coast where I'm at, consoles will be launching on midnight local time, which is going to be technically February 25th, and on PC it's going to be launching at 6 p.m. Eastern, so that's a whole 6 hours earlier. So if you're on PC, you basically get to play this game 6 hours early. By the way, I have a little bit of a community poll over on the community tab over on my channel. Head over there, let me know what you guys would like to see. If you guys would like to see me try to play through Elden Ring in live stream format here on the channel, or just leave a comment down below letting me know if you guys would be interested in that. But anyways, you can see all the global release times up on screen depending which region you're in. Let me know if you guys plan to pick it up on console or PC, and if you are going to play it on console, which console do you plan to pick up Elden Ring on? Okay, let's jump into the next news. So I'm just going to throw this one directly up on screen. This is coming from VG Charts, and this is regarding Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy from Square Enix. And in its latest earnings report, they announced that the initial sales fell below expectations. However, the publisher is working to increase sales to make up for the slow start. The HD Games sub-segment launched Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy in Q3, excuse me. Despite strong reviews, the game sales on launch undershot our initial expectations. However, sales initiatives that we kicked off in November 2021 and continued into the new year have resulted in sales growth, and we intend to work to continue to expand sales to make up for the title's slow start, end quote. So again, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy not doing as well as they had hoped for. Let me know in the comments, were you one of those people that have played the game, or did you kind of skip on this one? It seems like there's been a little bit of mixed kind of opinions and you know, I guess feedback regarding this game. Some people felt like it was kind of you know, not the greatest. Other people thought it was a really fun, enjoyable experience. So again, you know, people across the board, I was somewhere personally where I just wasn't sure about the game, so I ended up not getting it because it seemed like it could be one of those hit or miss games where, you know, it's just, I wasn't really sure, especially, you know, after Marvel's Avengers and that whole scenario, and that game just, you know, it could have, I feel like that game could have been a lot more than it was. Marvel's Avengers not, you know, being as great as it could have been, still cool, but you know, I was kind of worried about similar things with Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and maybe other people were worried about that as well. So let me know where you kind of stood regarding Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you play it? Did you not play it? Why or why not? Let me know down in the comment section below. Moving on from that, we got Horizon Forbidden West sales. Again, I'm just going to throw this right up on screen. We're not going to waste any time with any of this news, man. We're just going through it. So this is coming from Twitter, and this is talking about the UK boxed charts, where it's number one, second biggest PS5 retail launch after Spider-Man Miles Morales. Almost a third of the sales, interestingly enough, were on PS4. Second biggest launch of the year after Pokemon Legends. Physical sales are down about a third over the launch of Horizon Frozen Dawn. That this isn't surprising when you consider that the PS5 availability and the fact that digital market is so much bigger today than it was 5 years ago. Again, keep in mind, this is specifically physical, right? This is talking about the physical versions only and not the digital. Now, what's really interesting about that is the physical versions, right? Or I guess either version really. If you would have got the PS4 version, you could have got it for $10 cheaper and upgraded for free, because there was that whole thing where, you know, initially they thought it was going to be kind of a launch window game. And so they were saying they was going to have that, you know, kind of free upgrade. And then they had started to backtrack on that. And then, you know, fans got, you know, understandably mad about that. And so again, PlayStation went, okay, you know, we're still going to give you the free upgrade as we had promised. But then the marketing was a little bit weird, because they were kind of almost concealing the fact that you could do that. They were making it very hard to, you know, find that that version and information about upgrading. They weren't very obvious, I guess, or clear about the upgrade, you know, again, you know, for whatever, you know, marketing reasons, obviously. So what's interesting though is with the physical version, about 2/3 of people chose to get the PS5 version anyways, right? Because the thing is, with the PS5 version, you have the actual PS5 version on that disc, whereas if you would have got the PS4 version and then, you know, upgraded, then you would have had to get the PS5 version technically digitally, so you wouldn't have actually owned the PS5 version. You would have owned the PS4 version and been, you know, getting a digital upgrade to the PS5 version. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting that people still chose to go with the PS5 version. Again, this is specifically for physical copies, so maybe just a lot of people just wanted to have that, you know, PS5 box art and the fact that it's the actual PS5 version directly on the disc, which is completely understandable. I'd be curious to see how the sales would be for the digital specifically, if it's similar, or if you know, more people kind of got the PS4 version for the upgrader, how that would you know, kind of work out and whatnot. But anyways, let me know. Horizon Forbidden West, I've already talked about it a bunch here on the channel. We played through it over the weekend. I have my review up on the channel. If you guys missed any of that content, feel free to go check it out, and we'll move on to the next piece of gaming news. Okay, so finally we get the PlayStation VR2. We got a bunch of details previously, and we talked about that already here on the channel. This was what, last month, I believe it was, and so we know a lot of the technical specifications, but we hadn't seen what this thing looks like. We still don't have a price, unfortunately, or a concrete release date, but we can at least see what it looks like. You guys can see it up on screen. It's pretty nice. It has that kind of PS5 aesthetic, which is exactly what they were going for. There's a whole blog post about it. The controllers obviously look very sleek in and of themselves. It all has a very PS5, you know, aesthetic, which again, that's what they, you know, were mentioning, that they wanted to kind of go into that realm of things. You know, it's inspired by the look of the PS5 family of products. They wanted to look nice and appealing and an attractive kind of piece, part of your living room decor. So it's really nice looking, but it's also going to obviously be very immersive as well, as they go on to say. So again, this looks really, really nice. Now, Nebellion over on Twitter gave a nice kind of little summary of this blog post. So basically, they focused on ergonomics and comfort. There's an adjustable headband. There's an adjustable scope and headphone jack at the same spot as PSVR 1. The new lens adjustment dial. So there's a dial to adjust the lens. It's less weight, it's slimmer, there's a new built-in motor, and there's a new vent that helps the lens to avoid fog. So it seems they really thought this one through, both aesthetically and just practically as well. Interestingly enough, we actually have some more information from, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, Yorisawa, I believe is how you pronounce the name, the senior art director at Sony Interactive Entertainment, who led the headset design for PSVR 2, and explains why this is his absolute favorite part of the design, the vent specifically. So I'll throw it up on screen, we'll get a read through it. So he says, when I started to work on the design for the PlayStation VR 2 headset, one of the areas I wanted to focus on first was the idea of creating a vent in the headset to let air out, similar to the vents on the PS5 console that allows airflow. Our engineers came up with this idea as a good way to allow ventilation and avoid having the lens fog up while players are immersed in their VR games. I worked on many design concepts to achieve this, and in the final design you can see there is a little space in between the top and front surface of the scope that contains the integrated ventilation. I am really proud of how this turned out and the positive feedback I've gotten so far. I hope our PlayStation fans will also agree, and I can't wait for them to try it out. So that's really, really interesting stuff. They also just go on to say that as a little kind of an additional treat and I guess Easter egg, if you will, kind of similar to how they have the thousands of tiny PlayStation symbols on the PS5 console and DualSense controller. They've also added a bunch of tiny PlayStation symbols to the front and back bands of the PSVR 2 headset to add a comfortable feel for players to enjoy, they said. So pretty cool stuff. Again, they went through all the kind of technical and specification stuff previously. Again, we've already talked about that here on the channel, so we're not going to go into it again. But it's a simple kind of single cord setup, and it's pretty impressive. So, you know, technologically, as far as specifications go, it's impressive, and visually, it looks very visually appealing in my opinion. And adding these vents, I think, is really, really good. You have a little bit more kind of, you know, breathability on your face. And of course, like I said, to avoid fogging as well, which is going to be very, very good. So let me know what you guys think about the PSVR 2 and, you know, how the aesthetics part looks. And if you guys plan to pick one up, again, we don't have a price. I'm assuming this thing's going to be pricey though, because again, it is 4K. There's a lot of, you know, pretty crazy technical specifications going on here. So I don't expect this thing to be cheap, but it looks good and it sounds like it's going to play good. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing experience. I would love to get hands-on with it. I've actually never tried VR at all, like any kind of VR. So I would love to get hands-on with this and bring you guys some kind of thoughts, review, maybe if possible. And maybe even some gameplay on some of the games they're going to launch with it. So let me know if you guys plan to pick this thing up or not down in the comment section below. And just your overall thoughts of the design and aesthetics of this thing. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the comment of the day coming from my video. Gamers are divided over the Street Fighter 6 announcement. If you guys missed that video, be sure to check it out. This one's coming from Green Man, who says, it's good to see we are getting Street Fighter. I'm old school, man. It would be good. So basically, you know, an old school kind of veteran player of the franchise, of the series, an old school gamer, if you will, and just seemingly excited to, you know, have this Street Fighter 6 announcement and all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys thought about the Street Fighter 6 announcement. Again, I think people are generally going to be excited for the game, and just people are expecting something different from this announcement. I think that's where the division comes in, and that's why some people are upset, is that, you know, they were not expecting it to be Street Fighter 6, at least not right now. You know, all the hype and whatnot felt like it was going to be something bigger, like Resident Evil 4 Remake, or, you know, even Resident Evil Village DLC, or something that felt a little bit bigger, at least to most fans. But again, that doesn't take away from the fact that obviously a lot of people are still excited for a 6th entry in the series, as we've seen a lot of fans such as Green Man be excited for. So again, let me know if you guys are excited for Street Fighter 6 or not, and if you missed that video, you can check it out here on the channel. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's gaming news. Stick around for a bunch more content. Like I said, we talk about the games, play the games here on the channel, so we got gaming news, you know, most days of the week and whatnot. And of course, we're gonna have some Destiny 2 Witch Queen, and if you guys want to see it, it's all dependent if you guys really want to see it. Elden Ring, I might stream some Elden Ring here when that comes out as well, and punish myself brutally through that game. So keep it locked for more. Stay safe, stay well. Be sure to subscribe, like the video if you guys enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't. Let me know why so I can improve the content, and I'll see you guys soon in another one. Till then, friends, game on. Thanks for watching.